What's up, guys? My name is Spartan, and this is episode 3 of Tour Your Tower. This is my account review series that I do for the YouTube members only. It is a membership perk for the YouTube members, and this episode is featuring Grate, our resident Australian guy in the Discord server in the voice chat. Grate's a cool dude. He's been in the server a little bit now. Maybe a few months, but wanted to go ahead and do this episode. He did win the spin, where I basically just spun the Wheel of Names for just the event boosts, which is what I usually give away for the YouTube members. And then I did a second one for this series, for episode 3 of this series, and Grate was the winner. So here we are. Kind of a similar thing that I asked Kingstream to do. In order to just make this a little bit easier, I had him basically just compile all of his stuff into a Word document. This seems to be the best overall way to do it. Really quickly, I have gotten some feedback. People have been wanting me to basically do Discord calls with the people and sort of coach them via Discord. But I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I have way too busy of a schedule to kind of try to coordinate that. So that's probably not going to be able to happen because with the twins and with everything just crazy this time of year, it's just not very practical for me, and I just don't think I could really commit to that. But I have my tower on the left of the screen for those of you that just want to see some crazy smart missiles going off and killing some stuff. But yeah, without further ado, this is Grate, and I guess he AI generated this Spartan photo, so I really like this. This looks pretty cool. It's a Spartan, a like frosty Spartan, which is actually really cool. And he's sipping some nice hot cocoa with a snowman. I like it. Yeah, me and Grate, let's do it. So this is what Grate says. I asked him to just put a little message out there, and this is what he says. And by the way, this is my first time looking over this. I have not seen what all is in here, so hopefully he has all of the pictures and everything, but we will see. Anyway, with that being said, he says, "Hello, people. This is Grate, and this is my tower. So with my tower, I am trying to stay in Legends and get keys, but my econ needs to get better so that I can do more levels into card masteries, and I don't buy stone packs, but it's my birthday on the 17th. Wow, okay. Happy early birthday. I'm currently recording this on the 15th. Maybe we'll try to release this on the 17th. That would be funny. It'd be like a happy birthday surprise. Anyway, we'll see how it all shakes out. So he says, Spartan, I hope this doesn't break you, and please use code 300. Spartan said, if I do this, I will get hugs. Oh my gosh. Now sit back and enjoy my silly tower. Very good, very good. Also, yes, the hugs, the under the table hugs will be taking place in a later hour. Appreciate the shameless plug, Grate. That's funny. He said use code 300. Really like this picture. That's the first thing I have to say about your tower, I guess. First are the modules that I used 90% of gameplay. Very good. So we got Multiverse Nexus here. Actually, can you guys see that okay? Let's see. Can I zoom this in a little bit? We may just zoom it in so that you guys can actually see what's happening here. All right, so I did zoom in. So we've got a Multiverse Nexus here. Looks really good. He's got the speed reduction. He's got pretty much all of the critical module stats. The only thing I'm wondering is if he would get more value from putting a Death Wave cooldown module effect. I'm very curious what your actual MVN cooldown is, but potentially getting a Death Wave cooldown effect instead of maybe the GT bonus would, I think that would probably help you overall the most. But yeah, I don't know. We'll leave that one on the back burner. Next, we have a Mythic Plus Sharp Fortitude. Not quite Ancestral, but hopefully getting there. All of this looks really good. He's got the Death Defy, Wall Health, Health Regen, Defense %, and Thorn damage. Yeah, I don't really see anything I would change here. Amplifying Strike, best module by far. Really, really like it. Crit Factor, Crit Chance, Attack Speed. Yeah, this one, he just needs to finish rolling it, but probably would be best to finish the generator first. He has the enemy attack level skips. He has enemy health level skips as well. You really need to try to get some of those free upgrades. Just get those percentages higher. That will help your econ quite a bit. But yeah, the mythic free attack is not terrible, but you could definitely try to get the ancestrals eventually. I know just as well as everybody else knows, reroll shards are scarce these days, but yeah, the sooner you can do that, your econ should improve pretty good. All right, so moving on, it says, second is my time played and my waves. So he's been playing since 2021. That is awesome. 61 little Q, quadrillion lifetime coins, 43.9k stones. How many labs have you finished? Where are your labs at? Research is completed, 2.68k. So Grotti has done way more labs than I have done on my main account. Which, yeah, that's like the main advantage to people that have been playing this game longer. People that are free to play but have been playing for 2-3 years, they will have a huge advantage in terms of labs if they have researched proper things. So congrats to you on that, Grotti. That is awesome. Really impressive there. Let's see. In terms of his milestones, he has all the way to tier 18 unlocked. Probably getting decently close to tier 19 if I'd have to guess. If I'm looking at this on paper, it looks like you're farming tier 12 currently. Yeah, making the high point 658 trill. Maybe an average, I guess, would be around like 600 trill is what I'm guessing. But I think that's pretty good. Definitely try to do tier 13. Looks like you're getting, a little bit under 3,000 waves less. Yeah, you're getting about 3,000 waves less, which is fine. And the coins are pretty close. I would be curious to see what the cells look like between 12 and 13. But if you're getting more cells in 13 versus 12, but your coins look virtually similar in terms of coins per hour, I would maybe jump to 13, honestly. But let's move on. Third page, my modules. It's got a dim core. Nice, very nice. Singularity Harness, G-Comp, Wormhole, Regenerator, Project Funding, my beloved Ohm Chip, Shrink Ray. I always get Being Annihilator and Havoc Bringer mixed up, but I'm pretty sure that the ancestral one there is the Havoc Bringer. And then the other one to the far right is the Being Annihilator. Anyway, really solid modules here. It does suck though. If you had your Primordial Collapse up to Ancestral, I feel like that would be really good for especially your tournaments. Like if you got that and your project funding both ancestral, I feel like your tournaments would be really good. But overall, this doesn't look too bad. Let's move on. Page 4, the labs. Smiley face, enjoy. I'm trying to keep them together so it's easier to go over. Awesome, I appreciate that. So let's see what you have in your favorites. So he has Chain Thunder. Oh my gosh, 51% Chain Thunder. Good grief. Lightning Amplifier. That's pretty good. Wow, wait, that's the Scatter Amplifier. Oh my gosh, his Scatter Amplifier is way bigger than mine. His Wall Thorns, level 15, 15%. That's really good. Wall Regen is 25, level 25. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Grotti, your wall should be virtually indestructible. That is insane. Golden Bot Duration's a really good one as well, especially if you do have a sync right now with your Black Hole Digester and your Golden Bot. That would be really good. Module Coin Cost. This one, it can be useful, but it's not super impactful, I don't think. Deathwave Armor Stripping. I've generally heard that it's best to leave that lab alone. I could be mistaken, but I've heard it's best for certain builds. Like if you start developing the Deathwave Armor Stripping too much, it kind of bars you from participating in certain builds. I could be mistaken on that, but that's kind of what I picked up on. Deathwave Damage Amplifier basically would be good for his tournaments, just getting the health stacked up a little bit more efficiently and reliably. Shock Chance. Shock Chance looks really good. Yeah, I mean, more Chain Lightning is always a good thing. You got to finish those last 2 levels of Chronofield Duration. I know it's terrible, but you got to do it. Trust me. Second Wind Mastery. Okay, and then he has Damage Mastery, Health Regen Mastery, Intro Sprint Mastery, Recovery Package Mastery, and Second Wind Mastery. So selfishly, I would like to say work on Recovery Package Mastery. I think Second Wind Mastery would also be pretty good. assuming that you already have the completed Second Wind recharge lab finished. Yeah, I would try to get recovery package chance fully done as quickly as you possibly can, because that is the gift that keeps on giving. Let's move on to the main research here. He's got... Oh, wow. Your workshop attack discount is fully done. All of your workshop labs are, like, really in a good spot. That is impressive. Labs coin discount. That one, oh my gosh, 84. Level 84. Holy cow, Grotty. That is insanity. Wow. Okay. Yeah, your labs are so much better than mine. Oh my gosh, your damage is fully maxed. Your attack speed is getting there, very close to being fully maxed. But then I assume you're going to go crit factor after that. Grotty, I may need you to review my tower and tell me where I can improve. So the max rend multiplier lab, that one is actually pretty decent for your poison swamp. So it'll help you with the poison swamp damage. But we haven't seen your ultimate weapons yet to see what all you have going on. But it looks like you're in a really good spot where you could probably, honestly, go to glass cannon pretty soon. You may be missing a few core like masteries, but you got 43k stones. Your researches are all in a really good spot from what I've seen so far. You look like if you wanted to go the glass cannon route, you probably could pretty soon. Yeah, oh my gosh, your EHP stuff is also phenomenal. So you have a lot of flexibility here with what you kind of want to do. So the first question I would have is, do you want to start the transition process from EHP to glass cannon? Based on your masteries, it looks like, I mean, you do have the damage mastery, but that could just be for the death wave health. I don't know. To me, it looks more kind of like you want to stay the EHP route, I guess, which is totally fine. It's just going to make this a little bit challenging. Your orb speed is good. Defense absolute is absolutely insane. I cannot personally endorse taking it that high, but if you've gotten some value out of it, I mean, by all means, that's awesome. Good for you. The defense percent, that's actually going to be really good for the EHP build in tournaments, especially where you're not able to reach the cap. A little bit wasted lab time in terms of like pretty much farming runs, because you can easily get max defense percent without having to get your defense percent lab that high. I'm assuming you did that basically just for tournaments. Maybe also like milestone runs if you're trying to get the shorter tier unlocks, basically. Recovery package max, who cares? Recovery package chances fully done, and your ELS labs are done. Really, really good. I don't really have any complaints so far. Wall invincibility, this one I probably would try to get done pretty quick. It's relatively short in terms of the time for the lab to get done and also the levels, but you get a lot of value, and it basically gives your wall time for the regen effect to come back and, you know, allow your fortification to stack back up. So I would probably try to get the wall invincibility done. But all of your other wall labs, oh my gosh, wall fortification, 1200%. This dude probably has like 3Q wall health or something ridiculous. Absolutely insane. The wall health lab is maxed. That's really good. Yeah, dude, this is insane. Okay, cash and coins per kill bonus are both fully gold boxed. That is awesome. You are unfortunately missing one of the most important labs of the game, which is, of course, max interest. Also, I'm kidding. Max interest is not good, but dude, this is so challenging. I do not have any complaints. Like, your labs look so good. Let us continue on. Ultimate weapon research. This is the exciting part. Yeah, the swamp radius, he's working on that, it looks like. Looks like we're just mainly working on poison swamp stuff, which is really good, and that's kind of what I was alluding to with the rend armor multiplier. That will basically scale your swamp damage up, which is definitely good. There's another lab as well, the swamp rend, which that one is also super, super good. There's the lab for all of the different enemies, which we'll probably see in a little bit. Chronofield reduction, the damage reduction, really good. Yeah, GT duration's fully done. GT bonus, all of these pretty important labs are done. Chronofield range is a huge one, very good. The inner landmine rotation speed, I would probably start working on that and get it up to maybe like level 10, just so that your mines are able to spin a little bit faster. And then likewise, your inner landmine blast radius, it can be really good if you hit, like, if there's a few different fast enemies and they're all coming at your tower from different angles, The inner landmine blast radius can sometimes like tag some of those other enemies as well and stun them. So that's actually a pretty good lab. I'd probably try to look into getting that one at least to a decent spot. You don't need to like gold box it, but at least work on it a little bit, because it's 6 hours to go from 1 to 2 level wise. So it's not really a bad idea. Admittedly, I like the smart missiles. They don't really do much, so good job not wasting lab time on them yet. But if you are wanting to go more of the damage route, things like the missile amplifier, that would be a good thing to look into. Also, the missile radius up here would be good as well. Okay, and then yeah, these are the labs I was talking about, the Swamp Rend basic enemies. Yeah, that one will basically impact the actual damage that your Swamp Rend does from the Rend armor. And then the Swamp Rend additional enemies, that's a really good lab to finish. You can get basically all of the enemies to have that effect once you max the lab out, and that's really good if you are wanting some more damage development in your Poison Swamp. Card research. Okay. All of this looks really good. Oh, you have Wave Accelerator Mastery also. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, Wave Accel is really good. I would probably try to start working on that a little bit as well. Getting Wave Accel as high as possible will probably single-handedly allow you to get more value from tier 13 than tier 12. That would be my guess, but yeah, even if you got it up to like 150%, it would be a huge improvement. That's a big econ one that you could work on right now. Your waves required looks good. Yeah, 6 bands, that's really good. Let's move on to the bots. Golden bot cooldown. I'm assuming that you just have this basically synced up with your MBN right now, so no issue there. In terms of the other labs for the bots, I don't know. I don't really think you need to focus on any of the bots for now. Let's look at the enemies. Wow, you actually have some decent development in like the common enemy attack, common enemy health. Yeah, I mean, if you're dying pretty consistently to a particular type of enemy, if it's like a fast enemy, for example, you could work on the fast enemy labs if you wanted to. You're at the point right now in the game where you have most of the like mission critical stuff fully done. So now you can afford to start working on some of this more niche stuff, and it would probably help you out quite a bit. In terms of modules, nice. All of your crucial module labs are fully done. And you can, if you want, start working on some of these bands. It will help you quite a bit, but the lab times do take, I mean, as you can see, they take quite a bit of time. Also, I just realized I totally glossed over this, but Grotti, you have done it. You maxed out lab speed. I'm assuming that you did that pretty early on, and that is why your research is so developed. Lab speed is, in my opinion, one of the most important labs in this entire game. Just overall, because it impacts how quickly you can progress through all of this. Okay, and now we're moving into what he's currently researching. So he's working on Swamp Radius. That's not a terrible idea. Attack speed, probably just wanting to max it at this point. I like that. The wall regen is absolutely killing me. Swamp Stun chance is also super good, as well as the time. So right now he's just going hard on Poison Swamp, which I think is totally fine right now. It'll help you as a crowd control source for EHP if you want to remain going that route, and it'll help you a lot with the damage if you end up kind of transitioning more towards hybrid or glass cannon. But the attack speed as well is really good, especially with certain battle conditions like enemy speed, knockback resistance. It helps quite a bit with that. Attack speed's just really good. Workshop and enhancements. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, he's basically at the stage where he can max everything out, except for maybe a couple things that he just gets maxed during the run, which is totally fine. I'm kind of in the same boat. Enemy attack and enemy health level skips are 1-to-1. What that would tell me is that you're trying to do hybrid right now, which is good information. We need that. Damage enhancements. This all looks pretty good. I would say you don't necessarily need the damage per meter. Not now, at least. Once you get Spotlight Plus and Range Mastery, you would get value there. But these coins could be better spent just saving up for more clicks into your damage, basically. And I like that you have the crit factor a little bit higher than the damage and the super crit multiplier. That's really good. You can honestly afford to get the crit factor even more high. That'll help you out quite a bit with the ultimate weapon damage, especially. In terms of the defensive enhancements, The base health, you could afford to do a times 10 if you wanted to. The orb size is really good, but not super important until you basically have the extra orb mastery. Yeah, not terrible here. The defense absolute enhancements, that's the only thing that I would say you don't really need that. But I don't know, with your defense absolute lab, the way that it is, maybe you'll actually get some value from that. I don't know. The EHP builds are not really my wheelhouse, so I'm trying really hard here, Grotti. I just need you to know that, but I feel more knowledgeable at this point with the glass cannon side of things, because that's what I'm currently doing. So in terms of your utility enhancements, I really like the 1-to-1 with the coins and cells. I think right now the main priority is going to be trying to up your ELS enhancements and also working on your free upgrades, basically just for your black hole digester. Personally, I don't really think you need this much investment into cash. I just don't think you really need it, because if you get it up to level 12 or whatever it is to unlock coins, I think all of those excess coins that you have currently in cash, you could put towards some of this other stuff that will actually yield you better overall results. Like, if taking all of those levels out of cash bonus got you literally one more level in enemy level skip enhancements, I think that would be more valuable than having 1.65 cash. Moving on to ultimate weapons. It's blank. He doesn't have any ultimate weapons. I'm just kidding. All right, let's take a look. Death Wave is... wow. A lot of damage in Death Wave. That's kind of impressive. Wow. That is awesome. So, I love Death Wave. I still kind of think that it's the overall best ultimate weapon in the game in terms of overall utility. If you want to be technical about it, the damage is perhaps a little bit overkill, but still, this is more than fine. The speed reduction on Chrono Field looks pretty good. That's a really big thing that will help you out quite a bit, but I think the first step before you start working further on that is just getting permanent Chrono Field, which it looks like you're working on. Permanent Chrono Field is a huge thing for your tournaments and also for farming, quite frankly. Golden Tower. Okay. Golden Tower looks really good. You have a really, really solid bonus. Yeah, your Golden Tower bonus looks really good. It's a little bit higher than mine, which is kind of why I suggested maybe ditching the module substat. You don't really need it with your bonus that developed. Your inner landmines, they look pretty good. The only thing I would do is drop the cooldown a little bit. Try to get the cooldown down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then try to get the quantity maxed if you can. That'll be a pretty good crowd control source for bosses and things like that during your tournaments. Golden Combo. He has level 3 Golden Combo. That is awesome. Super, super cool. Spotlight. This is also really good. Your Spotlight bonus, if you are really trying to work more towards going into the hybrid damage-focused build, you're going to want to up the Spotlight bonus quite a bit and consider making the long-term investment of getting quantity for Spotlight. I know it is outrageously expensive, but it is definitely really beneficial, both for like tournaments and also farming. Like, once you get the quant 4 Spotlight, even with the current angle you have, you can set the in Spotlight target priority, and you'll get a lot of value from that in terms of econ. Your black hole is, yeah, really good. Pretty much very similar to what mine looks like. Yeah, 0 complaints there. Poison Swamp, nice. So you almost have a permanent Poison Swamp, which is really good. 2 more clicks into the duration should be the optimal choice. Your damage for Swamp also looks really good, which is, I'm assuming, why you're working so hard on the labs for it. But I think Poison Swamp's going to be a good contender for you if you do start transitioning into Glass Cannon. Moving on. Ooh, the Smart Missiles. You actually have a decent amount of quantity. But yeah, Smart Missiles are not a good investment for this stage of the game. Oh my god, your Chain Lightning. This is absolutely beautiful. Your Chain Lightning looks really good. For reference, I'll just put mine on the screen so that you guys can see it. So we're actually very, very similar. Mine is just slightly beefier than yours. Even the labs, the Shock Chance lab is really, really good. If you get it up to around 20%, I think you'll see some more consistency there. Likewise, the Shock Multiplier, that is a really, really good lab that you should try to get done. And in terms of the rest of the stuff, your chain thunder is 51%. That is absolutely insane. And then the scatter amplify is literally double what mine is. So moving on to your bots, I don't really like the flame bot unlock right now. I think this is my opinion, but I kind of side with the older conventional wisdom, which is basically you finish out golden bot, or at least most of it, and then you start working on the other bots. If you're going the EHP route, you can go flame or thunder. If you're going glass cannon route, you can go amplify. But I think overall, for your econ, it would be way better spent if you took all of these medals and basically just put them into getting your golden bot in a really good spot. I'll put my golden bot on the screen for a reference here. So yeah, you could finish out the bonus for golden bot. You're very close to that. You could also, you know, continue working on the duration. Your duration is higher than mine, so you're getting close to maxing it out. That would be my suggestion. Then once you get your golden bot to a really solid point, obviously if you have a sync, you don't really want to touch the cooldown, but the duration and everything else would be good to try to max if you can. And then you can focus on the other bots. Like, I have a couple more clicks in duration, but I personally was just like, I'm going to go ahead and start amplify. But your golden bot is very, very close to maxing out the bonus and duration, I believe. So you're pretty much there already. Now my HP before and after death wave 12.5 times boost. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so this is before. So he goes from 2.5 base to 2.5 trill base, and the wall health is 32.42 trill base. And then it goes to, oh my god, that is absolutely insane. I was close. I said his wall health is probably around 3Q, but it's actually almost double that. That is insanity. And now for something special. Oh boy. To all the members in the Discord, thank you all for making me feel a part of a great community. It has been an amazing few months with you all, and I look forward to many more months with you all. Happy Tower Defending. Code happy days from your sexy Aussie Grotty. Oh man, thank you, Grotty. Thank you for that message. I really do appreciate that. I guess that kind of concludes the episode. So man, I feel like I didn't really have any actual advice. This is not good. Everything looks so good already. It's like, what do I even say? I mean, continuing to work on Poison Swamp would be really good for the Glass Cannon transition. The main thing for the Chain Lightning is you want to get the chance to above 20%, and you really want to finish the Amplify Lab for the damage multiplier. Those two things will really, really help you kind of ease into Glass Cannon. The other thing in terms of econ, and I know it's not glamorous, but really just continuing to drop the cooldowns of like Golden Tower, of Death Wave, and obviously Black Hole's done, but continuing to drop down Golden Tower and Death Wave will be actually pretty beneficial for you, I think. But yeah, guys, I guess that's actually going to conclude this episode of Tour Your Tower. This was actually just more of a tour. This wasn't really an advice episode. This was more just looking at Grotty's insane amount of wall health, which is, I think, still worth a like for the video. Anyway, thank you, Grotty. Thank you for being a YouTube member. I really do appreciate the patronage. Yeah, it was a really good tower. I think you're in a pretty good spot overall. And as Grotty said, don't forget to use code 300. He did type it, and it was definitely not... It was not an under the table arrangement. He did that on his own accord. So anyway, that's going to conclude today's video. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. Please use my content creator code 300. And that is going to be a wrap for today's video. But thank you guys so much for watching. And like always, I will see you guys later.